Did I ever tell you guys about the time I got laid off from my first corporate job out of college? No? Well, the year was 2022 and I had just graduated from college with an entrepreneurship degree. 3 weeks after I graduated was my start date. And if we're gonna be very transparent with each other for a moment, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. For the first 6 months I was on the team, I was kind of thrown everywhere with very little guidance. Funny story and really quick side note, that job was also the reason I ended up changing my name on social media. About a month and a half after I started the job, I had a meeting with another manager on the team and she made a comment to me about how I'm an influencer. So I had a mini freak out and I changed my name, which now in 2025, I don't think there's any way to erase my digital footprint. I'm here. I am present. And that's perfectly okay. But 3 years ago, different story. Throughout the first few months of me working that job, my confidence took a major hit. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, when you are feeling confused, you feel like you lack knowledge, you feel like you can't keep up, and again, you don't know what you don't know, it does start to weigh on you a little bit. Fast forward to summer 2023, I ended up doing a really big campaign with Frito-Lay. I was invited out to Summerfest in Milwaukee, I did this whole activation with them, we did a few videos, it was huge. We were driving back home to Chicago from Milwaukee, and I remember just thinking to myself, like, what the hell am I doing? Fast forward to August, it was a Tuesday at 1 p.m., the best time of the week. I was put in a meeting with my manager and HR and found out there was going to be a wave of layoffs on my team, and because I was the most junior, I was going first. Kind of felt like I was at rock bottom. But here's the thing about rock bottom. It's a solid foundation to rebuild your life off of. I tell you all that not to give you a sob story, rather to shine light on how I now approach business and how that formed my leadership style. The way that I teach, train, and communicate with people on SIP's team is directly influenced from what I needed in my consulting position. I want to empower people. I want to equip them with that knowledge so they never feel like they're lost or confused or scrambling. Because if they feel like that, what good does that do for the rest of the business? I think there's something to be said about showing up as the person you once needed. All of these little experiences I've had in my life thus far are the reason SIPS is what it is today. There's not just syrup in this 5-ounce bottle. This is a culmination of all the trials and tribulations I had to overcome to make me into the person I am today. I don't believe in doing anything without intention, and I sure as hell don't believe in doing anything without confidence. And confidence stems from consistency. It stems from showing up. Consistency breeds velocity. It breeds momentum. Getting laid off a couple years ago was something I was extremely embarrassed to talk about at first, which is also why it's taken me 2 years to make a video like this. But since SIPS launched last year, I can't help but reflect on that experience and think, well, it kind of sucked, but I'm also very grateful that it happened. And these days when I talk about shareholder value, carries a lot more weight than it ever did then, and I'm okay with that. It's not about the setback, it's about how you come back from the setback. Cheers.